My name is Tom Timmerman, and I'm a fisheries biologist with Kentucky Fish and Wildlife. Today we're at Cave Run Lake in beautiful Round County, Kentucky. On a foggy morning, we're going to do some habitat in the lake today. So the importance of fish habitat is that we know as lakes age, a lot of the habitat that was there when the lakes were impounded, the flooded trees and bushes and whatnot, has rotted away. And so a lot of our older lakes are basically kind of like bathtubs, just a basin with very little structure for fish to find and key in on. So habitat has become an important tool in our toolbox that we use as an agency, and you see us do habitat all over the state. And the whole point of any of these lakes is to build back that structure that was lost through time. The type of fish habitat that we're using today are called reef balls. It is a product that these actually were made down in Florida and shipped up here. Reef balls are large concrete balls. I think you've seen us probably make these on other episodes of Kentucky Field, but they're just large concrete domes and they've got holes in them. The fish swim in and out and around them. The other habitat that we're installing today is some artificial habitat. This habitat project is a cooperative effort between Kentucky Fish and Wildlife and the U.S. Forest Service. We were able to use some money that was set aside through a Good Neighbor agreement with the U.S. Forest Service to actually purchase these. And so we're grateful for them, and I'm sure the anglers are as well.
There's habitat right there. That's reef balls. Kind of see the shadow casting. And there's some more older habitat types. We call them hybrids. We put those out last year here. They're a plastic structure and they have a cedar tree or some sort of tree out the top. So it's both natural and artificial. So once that tree breaks down, there's still something there left behind.
This habitat is important for fish for a variety of reasons. So obviously they can find feeding sources on a lot of this habitat. They can find cover from prey, and if they are a predator looking for prey, that's a good spot for those fish to key in on. And that relationship between the predator and prey, and knowing that predators are at these things looking for prey, is super important for our anglers, because these are great areas for them to go and be able to target some of those predator fish like bass, and in the case of Cave Run muskie, we'll use these as well.
Yes! Yes! My first muskie!
One of the benefits to the reef balls are they add stable structure to the lake. That structure isn't going to rot away through time. We don't necessarily have to refresh this. A lot of times you'll see us do rock piles and things like that in other lakes.
Big sploosh!
I think these are kind of a step above the rock piles because they have bigger spaces for fish to get in. So not only can the prey fish use them as cover, but the predators can use them too to get in there and kind of hide a little bit. Any of the plastic stuff we do is going to be there long term, and so that's a huge advantage to us, with 120 counties to cover and a lot of different lakes to put habitat in. These longer term habitat structures are really good for us to save our time and having to go back and refresh a lot of these. We determine the locations that the reef balls are going to go into. Like I said, this was a project that's done in cooperation with the U.S. Forest Service. The U.S. Forest Service actually owns Cave Run Lake, so we have to play within the rules and stuff that they've set forth. And one of the things they're concerned with is boater safety. And so they have asked us to place the reef balls 2 feet below the surface of the water at winter pool. That's to prevent boats from running into them and losing a lower unit. Which I think we can all understand and appreciate. So we start there looking for that deeper structure, and then from there what we're looking for are natural drop-offs and ledges that are just existing in the lake bottom. Those places kind of hold fish already anyway, so by using those sites we can kind of give an extra incentive for fish to be in those areas. These habitat projects are done in lakes all across the state. Just in my district alone, we have probably 6 or 7 different lakes that we do habitat projects on at various times of the year. For example, we've done this on Grayson during the winter. So while we're here at Cave Run today, folks are working on other lakes across the state at various times throughout the year. We have a whole habitat branch devoted strictly to putting habitat in the lakes. And so stay tuned to Fish and Wildlife social media pages. These are popping up all over the place, and that's where you can find that information.